She knocked after 5 years. My wife thought I'd take her back, but someone else opened the door. Welcome to Breakup Cheater. Today's story is called The Knock That Changed Everything. I was slouched on the couch, a half-eaten bowl of cereal on my lap, absent-mindedly watching a documentary I wasn't really following. Just white noise to keep my thoughts from spiraling. Then 3 knocks. Firm. Deliberate. Out here. That didn't happen. No one visits this far from town unless they're invited or lost. And no one was invited. 2 more knocks. Harper. No hesitation. I muted the TV and rose slowly. My gut was already telling me what my heart didn't want to admit. When I opened the door, there she was. Maya Delaney. After nearly 5 years of silence, no calls, no messages, she was standing on my porch like time hadn't folded in on itself. But she looked different. Worn down. Her hair tied back in a lazy bun, no makeup, no charm. Just exhaustion. Her eyes, once lively and full of fire, were dim, hollowed. "Hi," she said. Fragile. I didn't answer. I just stared. "Can I come in?" I should have said no. Maybe I meant to. But I stepped aside. She walked in like someone approaching a grave. Her steps cautious. Like she was scared the floor would give way beneath her guilt. I closed the door behind her. The sound echoed like a verdict. In the kitchen, I handed her a glass of water. No conversation. No fake smiles. No nostalgia. She cradled the glass in both hands, like it was the only thing holding her together. The silence stretched. Not awkward, but heavy, like an unspoken truth was sitting between us. I already knew why she was here, and I remembered the beginning of the end. It was 5 years ago, a Thursday evening in late September, the kind of dusk where the air gets sharp and windows fog over. I was at the dinner table, silent. She stood in the kitchen, scrolling her phone. "We're invited to a house party Saturday," she said casually. "Tamara from work is hosting it." I didn't even look up. "Tamara? The one who got drunk at your work retreat and started a fight with your supervisor." She's toned it down. "It's just a small get-together." "She's reckless, Maya. And so is that whole crew." She crossed her arms. "They're not your friends. They're mine." I set my fork down. "Exactly. And every time you come back from hanging out with them, you complain. Fake smiles. Gossip. People who drain you. It's just one night." "It's never just one night," I said, voice low. "It's the version of you that comes back after. Like I'm not enough. Like this home is too small for your ego now." She scoffed. "So I can't have a social life." "You can. But not at the cost of this marriage." "That's dramatic." "No. What's dramatic is that you already made the decision. You didn't ask. You announced." She blinked. Then calmly. "So what? You're giving me an ultimatum." I leaned back, folded my arms. "If you go to that party, Maya, we're done." She stared at me. Not hurt. Not confused. Just cold. "Then I guess you already know what I'm going to do," she said. She walked out of the room. And out of our life. Saturday night came. I stayed home. Didn't sleep. Kept the TV on just for the background noise. Around midnight my phone buzzed. A message from Tyler, a guy we both used to know. "You need to see this." Attached was a video. Shaky footage. Party lights flashing. Loud music. People screaming and dancing. And there, center frame, was Maya. Drunk. Unhinged. Spinning on someone's shoulders, her shirt half up, makeup smeared. She was yelling, laughing, kissing some stranger on the cheek. Tamara's voice could be heard shouting her name like it was a joke. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Just watched. And then I packed. In 15 minutes, I cleared my half of the closet. I moved every cent into a separate account I'd quietly set up weeks ago, when I started to sense the shift in her. The detachment. I left a note. "Don't come looking. You won't find me." By 2 a.m. I was gone. 5 years passed. I rebuilt my life from scratch. Different town. New job. New number. New peace. Now here she was. My couch. In a home she'd never seen, but where her ghost somehow still lingered. She hadn't taken a sip of the water. She was just holding it. Then finally, her voice cracked the silence. I didn't know what was in the drink. I said nothing. Tamara gave it to me the second I arrived. Called it a house cocktail. I took one sip. Then everything blurred. I remember strobe lights, laughter. Then nothing. Still silent. I woke up on the bathroom floor. My phone was gone. No shoes. I didn't even know what day it was. Her eyes finally met mine. When I got home and saw your note, I knew I'd lost everything. I paused. I tried to find you. You disappeared completely. Your social media. Your number. Even your parents didn't know. I made sure of that, I said evenly. She winced at the calm in my voice. I hired a private investigator. Took years. Tamara admitted what she did. Said it was a joke. To loosen me up. Sued. Got a settlement. Doesn't matter. I'm not here for money. I'm here because I never got to tell you the truth. I believe you, I said. She blinked. Surprised. But that's not why we broke. Her hope cracked. It wasn't the drink. Or the video. It was that moment in the kitchen. When I asked for something real. Something honest. And you walked. She looked away. You didn't fight for us. You didn't even ask why I said what I said. You just left. I didn't know what I was walking into, she whispered. But you knew what you were walking out of. She fell silent. I wasn't asking you to live under a rock. I was asking for loyalty. For clarity. For someone who didn't keep choosing strangers over her husband. I loved you, she said quietly. I still do. I looked her dead in the eyes. I believe you. She leaned forward, tears in her voice. Is there anything left? I stood and opened the front door. I gave you my answer 5 years ago. She walked slowly to the doorway. Didn't step out. Just stood there. I'm not asking to start over, she said. I just needed you to see me. He nodded. I see you. He turned. Walked into the night. No goodbye. From down the hallway, a soft voice. Is she gone? Lissa. My present. My peace. My second chance. She stepped into the light, arms crossed, quiet. A woman who knew my pain without ever trying to erase it. Only hold it with care. She's gone, I said. Alyssa didn't ask what was said. She didn't need to. She sat beside me on the couch. One hand on my knee. You okay? Exhaled. Yeah. Finally. We sat in silence. But this time it wasn't heavy. It was healing. I turned to her. Some scars don't hurt anymore. But they never really fade. She just nodded, her hand still on mine. I looked ahead. I believed Maya. About the drink. About the setup. But what broke us was that she made a choice. And she didn't think it would cost her everything. A week later I filed for divorce. I hadn't bothered before. Vanishing had been cleaner. But once she found me, it was time to close the book. No courtroom drama. No vengeance. Just finality. That chapter. Closed. Thank you for watching. If you've ever had to walk away from someone who wouldn't fight for you, drop it in the comments.